So as I was talking, integrated means in the picture also you can see that there are so many ways: SEO, blog, and then email, then making advertisement in the newspaper, then on radio and different places. You are having your marketing program so well organized that at the same time you are having an impact in all the various platforms together. So it is the process of aligning all the various promotional mix element. It could be first advertisement, direct marketing, digital marketing, sales promotion, public relation, and selling. Marketing elements used to communicate with the target market. And integrated marketing process will help you to create a distinct and recognizable voice across a variety of different channels. So at the same time, you are being your consumers are being bombarded with lot of input from your brand, so they can't escape. I mean, basically you don't want anybody to go unaware of your presence. Some people are very active in Insta, some are active on Twitter, some are active on emails, some are on the YouTube. So you don't want to leave any room for chance. You want to have your presence all over so that they don't miss you in any case. Newspaper also, radios also, television also. So strategic integration is important. It is necessary component in maximizing your if you have done good work in your advertisement, so definitely you want better return. Rate of return should be high and profit should be very well accepted. I mean, it should be on a good note, otherwise there is no point of doing that marketing. And if you have done so much of spent so much of money on one advertisement or making something, but you are doing per se, you say you have given the advertisement only in the newspaper, so that means you are not leveraging it. You have to have your presence all over, because nowadays people are scattered. Not everybody is reading the newspaper. It was like 40 years back, everybody had only one option, that was to read newspaper or news, radio or television. These were the only three things. Okay. Or some people who were very smart, they used to have those pamphlets and other things, or direct selling. But nowadays you have variety of things, plethora, big things. You don't want to give it a chance. So humko karna hai, in no matter whatever, you want to reach out to your customer. So it is important to recognize that different platforms are better suited for different types of messaging due to their distinct advantages and their disadvantages. Okay. Now on a Twitter you can have some small, clear, concise messages, right? On the email you will have a long details of that same thing, where you are personalizing it. Whereas on the Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, it is for the general audience. But when you are sending the email, you can have that automated system where you can address the people personally. For example, if my mailbox, my name is Mona Bhatia there, so they will address me. So it gives me a sense of belongingness to that brand. So that is going one step ahead, reaching out to your customer and making a relation with that person as if they know me, as if they're trying to give a personal touch to that marketing thing. So wherever in the coming paragraphs, if they have got 10 paragraphs in that mail, so they will definitely write, Mona, we have come up with this, so Mona, you will be liking this much, like to consider this opportunity. So I feel as if they have personalized this email, though they must have done it with the help of an automated tool. Okay. And despite these distinction between different platforms, the overall feel of the content should remain consistent, both online and also offline. Okay. Now moving ahead will be, you can see the diagram on the right hand side, marketing communication mix. So it shows different components of integrated marketing communication. Okay. So now number one is advertising. Advertising is the most effective ways of brand promotion. You all know, we all know. we have been seeing this advertisement since we got some senses, we were born. After that we had been seeing television, and you people are born in a uh, generation where you always had a mobile phone in your hand right from the beginning. So whether you liked it or not, in between your games or your cartoon networks or whatever you were used to seeing on the mobile phones or your tabs or television, you happen to see various commercials. Okay, so advertising basically help reach a wider audience within the shortest possible time frame. Advertisement in newspaper, television, radio, billboards, they all basically to tell the end user to believe in the brand and to spend money on them. Okay, so advertisement will increase the consumption of a particular product or a service. It also creates awareness, and some people, they when they get so much carried away, they start word of mouth publicity also by looking at the advertisement, the way it has been delivered to them. So marketers, they ensure that right message reaches to the right audience at the right time, and sometime they take a very quirky approach towards an advertisement. Just sometime they may take a competitor without naming them. They will start mocking them and start telling their disadvantages, and so that your brand can come up well in comparison to that competitor. Or sometime they may call themselves very ugly, small or something, so that they catch the attention of the people, basically consumers. Okay, now sometime first is done advertisement. You have understood what is advertising. So second is sales promotion. Now sales promotion may sometime you are a loyal customer, you are a loyal consumer, you are given coupons, discount coupons, you are given membership of their clubs, you are given loyalty club membership, or then incentives are given, sometime points are added, lucrative schemes are shown to you, attractive packages are given to the loyal customers. And sometime when they may also tell you, if you buy a product worth this, you may get a 3 days 3 night holiday package in Singapore, Thailand, something. These are all lucrative deals. They come under sales promotion. Okay, now moving ahead, sometime they organize events and they create experiences for their people, for the consumer, loyal consumers. So that comes under events and experiences. Now what is PR? Public relation and publicity. That means these types of activity, they will help promote a brand through in case they are coming up with something, some new launch, they may have a press release about that. They may call the ambassador of the brand to organize an event. For example, Tag Heuer का हो गया है, Shah Rukh Khan is called, or Omega watches के लिए Priyanka Chopra is called, and there is a big press release, and then they launch their product. So these are public relation and publicity, where people are also called, their consumers are also invited, or the role of public relation officer is basically to maintain a relationship between the brand and the consumer, okay, in the best possible manner. Then comes direct marketing. Sometime direct marketing is very important. Why? Because it enables the organizations to communicate with the consumers, the end user, directly. Okay, now for that they may need emails. When you are talking to a consumer directly, you may write an email to that person, you may text message that or WhatsApp that person. Catalogs can be sent to those people. Earlier, a long time back, I remember when we used to like certain brands, we used to write to those people. So those companies will never miss the chance of sending the catalog and the next product launch pictures to us, so that we are the number one people who get to know about their coming products. So we used to feel very proud. Oh my God! You know what? Benz is going to launch with a new model. So nobody else would know it. Only those preferred customers, because we have written to them. We have shown interest in the Mercedes Benz. So they have sent the full book of catalogs and the prices, and we used to feel, as if we are the chosen one. Though this, company is doing the marketing, but we used to feel very, elated. Oh my God, Mercedes Benz has sent us a book in a speed post, or that feeling used to be really nice. Okay, that's called direct marketing. Okay, interactive में when you are in a shopping mall, or you have kept your kiosk there, and you want to talk to the people whosoever is coming and visiting the mall. You give them a sample, tell them to taste your sample, and then take the feedback. You are interacting with the customer. What are their interest, how would they like, what changes would they like to have it in this brand. So that is interaction. Okay, now personal selling, it very well. Personal selling takes place when marketer or sales representative sells a product or services to the client, and personal selling goes a long way in strengthening. After all, it is a personal seller, even if it is a mall or some place. That is the last communication that happens between a customer and the company. So he is the representative of that company. So it's very important to give him due advantage and due respect to those people who are selling your product personally. They should be always motivated. So these are the different component of integrated marketing communication. Okay, now let's go to the next slide, which will be talking about what are the advantages. Integrating marketing तो हमने समझ लिया. What is it? That we have to be there on all the platforms, and there has to be a communication between all these platforms. Okay, you may have seen the advertisement on the Facebook, but then if you are talking and there is a newspaper ad also, so there should be a common background. Even after watching the advertisement on a Insta or a Facebook, you should be able to connect with the advertisement which is in the newspaper, and in case you want to communicate, those people should have the overall feel कि this person has taken the inputs from the Insta or Facebook, or this person has taken, but now he has this query, so we have to solve it. Or in case this person is interested, we have to also promote our brand. Now, some of the advantages which integrated marketing has shown over the simple marketing, which earlier were only 2 or 3 platforms, is that consistent identity and loyalty. Now, integrated marketing for the brand is like you are there all over the places. They can't miss you. You are consistent. You are loyal. You have the same say everywhere, and you are not leaving your customer. You are loyal to your customer. उनका पीछा नहीं, तेरा पीछा नहीं छोड़ेंगे हम, है ना? You are very loyal to them. You are just following wherever they are going. Okay. Now next is break through the clutter. That means creating very cohesive and consistent brand identity by implementing integrated marketing. It will help you to create an overall awareness of the brand. Consumers see countless ads nowadays. Every moment they are being showered. कैसे याद रखेंगे आपको? Basically, promotional materials are like dimes a dozen these days. इतना है, and they have their own work to do. Why would they remember you? So your marketing should be able to break through that clutter. It should have that impact कि they can't ignore you. Be so good to be ignored. Be so loud to be ignored. You should be able to break through that clutter, okay, and get recognition and be remembered by your target audience, target market or consumer. let's move ahead to the next point. Customer centered marketing. That means, it's basically personalizing your marketing. So as consumers have much more are given the status of king nowadays. They are the end users. They have to be treated like that. गलती गलत थोड़ी है. They are the boss. Consumer is king. Okay, so now it is very important, it is very imperative that marketers, they incorporate the perspective of the consumers into their piece. Each and every piece, it should be like हाँ आपके लिए ही है. This is, if they show you some concerns, for example, you are going to a skincare product, and you have your combination skin. You are not having a dry skin, you are not having an oily skin, but you have a T patch. That means on the forehead you have an oily skin, and on the nose also you have a oily skin. So your marketer should know how to promote their product. They should say, yes, this is for a combination type. That means they are taking care of each and every type of customers. They are not launching their product only for those people who have got dry skin, or only for those who have got oily skin, because they understand that there are different types of people under the sun. So there has to be some combination products, or they can also have personalized products. Some people they go for that also. So every piece of promotional marketing contents need to be told to the customer. They should make their product relevant to each and every one. They should make show it that their products are useful for everyone. Okay, got it? So let's move ahead. And these types of integrated marketing, they build trust. How? Because when it comes to modern types of digital platforms of advertising, customers, they get bored, they become skeptical at times. They and they are ready to move away from your brand sometimes because of a smallest mistake of yours. Okay, so you have to make sure that you don't let that trust go out. So that is why you are into integrated marketing. Not only Facebook, not only emails, not only radio, not only newspapers, means everywhere. So everywhere you are sending some signals to show them, or maybe sometime different signals, so that whatever doubts that they have, that can be cleared, and they can build the trust. Okay, sometime you have to show the testimonials of their customers who are very happy with your products. So there are different platforms to show that. For example, if they have your brand listed on Amazon or somewhere, you have customers review. Okay, even on Facebook and Insta you have your customer reviews, right? So these are the testimonials, and then how you can build your trust again in case there was some mistake on your part in the past. Okay, integrated market, it costs your overall spending. So overall cost saving is done, because you have already spent so much money in making a slogan, making a mascot, making a jingle. So why not do it on all the platforms as well? A little bit more, but you will the rewards will be like skyrocket your product, isn't it? So try to be present everywhere in all the platforms. Okay, because you will not have to, you will be leveraging it, because once you have done so much of spending on copywriting, jingle making and everything, so now spread it all across. Jahan kar sakte ho, do it. Okay, so that is the overall cost saving, but then rate of return definitely will be high, because you are reaching out to many consumer. your reach has become manifold. Okay, now there are 4 different C's of integrated marketing communication, and these are consistency, these are coherence, complementary, and continuity, and they are all interlinked together. We cannot take them individually. Complementary means every element of the brand communication plan support the others. How do all the elements of the campaign work together? They have to be supportive of each other. They must complement each other. The ad may be slightly, some things may be missing in the Facebook ad, or something may be extra in the emails, but they have to complement each other. Okay, that is what is meant by they should, how they work together. All right, now then coherence means all the communications should be logically connected, right? Are the different communication logically connected? You have to ask your question. Your advertisements in all the platform may be may the base is same, but they may have different way of putting it up in different platforms, but they should be logically connected. It should not be like, it should be totally different. Something is saying different from the other one. Now continuity means that communication should be consistent and it should be connected through all the spaces. And consistency, then you will be asking a question, is your campaign clearly connected to the previous campaigns? There has to be a continuity of the, because previous ad bhi to aapne dala hai. Sometimes those ads are in continuation. In the previous ad you may have made a mockery of your competitor, and then your competitor had come up with the answer. Now you have to come up with the continuous reply to that answer. So that is called continuity. So you have to keep a tab on everything. Consistency means you're sending multiple messages within the brand to reinforce and support each other. Do all of your messages across all of your platforms support and reinforce each other? You have to ask this question. It's very important. Okay, now moving ahead, one second. Then I'll show you some examples also. These are integrated marketing communication, capitalizing on the multi-channel live to create competitive advantage. So these are different platforms. Okay, website online monitors. यहाँ से शुरू कर देती हूँ मैं. From the, let's do personal relationship tools. That means Telegram, messages, SMS जो होते हैं, then WhatsApp. So that is called personal relationship में आ जाते हैं. Then text mobile web में you may do that. Newspapers में, ठीक है, articles में, newspaper में एक होता है your ad is coming. Sometimes there are articles on the newspaper regarding your brand. That adds an added value, to the advertisement. Sorry. Then you have website online mentions of the brand ads there. Facebook. Then I said, okay. Then this is radio. Okay. Then emails. In-store experience is also a type of it comes in the integrated marketing. Then reviews of your customers, if they are positive review, they act as a basically they are testimonials. Reviews by customer always have a positive impact. Rest everything on one side. If customers are not happy and they give you negative reviews, so everything goes down the drain. So you have to make sure that if you have positive reviews about your product, showcase them. Then social network, Twitters हो गया. Miscellaneous में sometime you gift दे देते हो आप अपने customers को. Sometimes you may diaries and gifts and all, and these are the different platforms. ठीक है. Now let's move ahead. I'll give you some example. Now, integrated marketing, 7 successful campaign through this decade was Volkswagen का था Think Small. So I'll show you this picture also. This I have collected. Budweiser का क्या है? Was up. Dove का campaign for real beauty जिसमें बहुत सारे वो आए ना. What do you say? 1 second. It was fat or fit, ugly or wrinkled, और क्या था? आई थिंक यही एक और भी था उसमें, बहुत सारे थे. इट वॉज अ सीरीज ऑफ फैट और फिट, रिंकल्ड और दिस, एंड देन देयर वाज मुझे भी याद नहीं आ रहा. एनीवेज ठीक है. एप्पल में गेट अ मैक, पीसी एंड मैक के बीच में देयर वाज अ फनी गाय. यू रिमेंबर? आई एम अ पीसी, आई एम अ मैक. इफ यू हैव सीन दैट advertisements. Anyways, I have all these advertisement ka clippings with me, so you will be able to see that. Old Spice ka your man could smell like, okay. Melbourne metro train ka dumb waits to die, okay. Nike ka Breaking 2, which was a marathon which was run by, so Volkswagen ka I'll talk about all of these one by one. But what is the aim of integrated marketing? I have written it here for you people. Full to target the range of audience, not one type of audience, so range of audience across different platforms to ensure brand's campaign does not go unnoticed, and it speaks to the right people in the right places. After all, over half of the customers are more likely to buy a product if they love the brand's story. Okay, now here are different examples of integrated marketing campaigns, and I'm going to show you the video also in the end. See, this is Volkswagen ka Think Small. So what is it? Often considered the gold standard of advertising in 1960s ke campaign mein this was done. The challenge was to increase the sales of the Volkswagen car in the United States. 1960 was the period जब भी 1945 में there was Germany के against थे. People were not happy with Germany. You remember the Second World War was all because of the they have not come over it. They were still feeling that Germany has done so much of destruction. So it was very difficult for this car company to break through in United States. Okay, German products in the United States were not welcomed. Not to mention that the car itself was much smaller than the buyer were used to. They wanted to buy big cars. Okay, now instead of avoiding the main point of tension, what they did, Volkswagen, they tried to make it a campaign. Think small. Their car was smaller than the rest of the other cars, but they made it a campaign. Think small, and the small size of the car, they used it to their advantage. I mean, it did well. I don't know how. Sometimes some things they click also. The success of the campaign actually was in various popular magazines में डाला, newspaper across the country. They try to do it everywhere. And then later on, they also come with another thing which was very weird. It was even this was weird. Think small, but they were able to increase their sales after this type of advertisement. Then they came with it's ugly, but it gets you there. Because you know why? People started telling Volkswagen that your car looks ugly. But in 1969, when the image was updated with a photograph of the lunar module that landed on the moon, it said it's ugly. I'll write it for you here. It said that उसमें क्या ना 1969 में they came up with a lunar module. So it said it's ugly, but it gets you there. It will take you there. On where? On moon. So this is how they campaign. They have their way. So what is the what did we learn from this small type of advertisement? That be willing to think outside the box to sell your product, services, by turning negative into positive. ठीक है, consumer recognize and appreciate your creativity, your honesty, and they know that your car is small, your car is ugly, but it can take you there. That is how you play with the minds of the consumer. Okay, now इसमें अभी there are certain ये वाला advertisement I was talking about, this one, PC versus Mac. इसमें क्या था? The format of the advert was basically competitive, PC and Mac जो Apple का था. So but also in a very playful and a funny way. So Apple consumers, they came across as a good guy, always telling PC not to be so hard on very formal and hard on himself. And what's more, this ad got people to pay attention to other areas of Mac which were missing in the PC, right? So after the first few commercial of this, there was a remarkable increase, an increase of around 39% का sale increase हो गया Mac का. So I'll show you this ad how it was able to do that. Okay, then we have Old Spice का ये ad. This is also wonderful. So this ad wanted a campaign that would appeal to both men and women. So while these ads were aired in the year 2010, they actually got more success on the social media. The creative team actually noticed that the ad was getting a lot of interaction online and decided to follow up on the TV spots and other places also. So personalized videos using the same tone and the same character was done in everywhere. It was a newspaper ad, then they try to make it online also. Okay? Then on the Twitter also. So what did we understand by this type of IMC? सब जगह करने का क्या था? So here also Mac का भी. First they started with the newspaper, then they made videos online, then they made YouTubes also. So if your brand gains momentum, your advertisement gains momentum amongst the fan and followers, try to reach out on other platform also. Be quick, keep your audience engaged, follow everywhere, follow your consumer everywhere. Make sure that you stay true to your messaging, your brand voice, and also the image. They kept the same thing, they kept the same man, then finally they landed up here. I'll show you how it transitions. Okay, then इसका किसका था, let me just say Nike का. This is Nike. Okay, so while this campaign is a great example of how effective marketing can be done by combining relevant and uplifting messages like well produced content, there was a lesson which everybody learned from this ad. Like, once you have captured the imagination, use social media to propel that message. For example, here they had, I think, कुछ hashtag करके इन्होंने कुछ campaign चलाया था. Let me recollect. I'll tell you that hashtag was not simply an afterthought. It was well planned, but it was for helping the viewers stay up to the speed with every new development. So we can learn from this kind of both combining of traditional and digital marketing, that don't underestimate the intelligence of your audience. Okay, and never pass an opportunity to go, but try to engage your customers, and they will love you for it. Once they are they are in for your brand, they are in for your advertisement, it becomes a viral thing. It just goes, it just clicks. So, and the next point that we can understand from this type of IMC campaigns is that use social media to your advantage. This can be either done by creating additional content to make the campaign richer and more engaging, okay, or with the present one only. जैसे present में क्या था, Old Spice का पुराना ही था, but they tried to modify it to increase the reach and accessibility of the campaign. Okay, so finally, don't be afraid of being honest about your products and its benefit. Try to have an original make. Don't try to copy. Just come up with something original and quirky. Maybe it is like putting yourself down sometime or putting your competitor down sometime. Doesn't matter. It should hit the customers right away. Okay. Now make sure to carefully research the platforms, check the tone of your ad, and that's it. I think now I will show you the 2 or 3 videos that I have collected. This is one. Let me go back. I'll show you this video. Just give me 1 second, huh? It takes little time, to switch from one window to another. Here you go. Let me know if you can see the screen in some time. This is a ad of Old Spice का जो मैं आपको बता रही थी. 1 second, I'll share it with you. It is not yet shared. Okay. What happened? 1 second. 1 second. You will see how they have tried to Old Spice का ad है. I hope it is visible to you now. You can see the screen of YouTube.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell it. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
So this ad was basically a newspaper ad which showed a man on a horse on the beach. But they modified it. They tried to make it in such a
Hello,
way
ladies. How are you? Fantastic.
so that they
Does your
can
man look like me?
launch
No.
the same
Can you
ad in
smell
the
it? Yes. Should he use
social
Old Spice
media.
body wash? I don't know. Do you like the smell of adventure?
See
you
how
want a
it
man
is.
who smells like he can bake you a gourmet cake in the dream kitchen he built for you with
Again, he
his own
will land up
hands?
the same
Of
place.
course he
Okay.
will. Swan dive into the best night of your life. So, ladies, should your man smell like an Old Spice man? You tell me.
So this was it. Another ad that I want to show you is, let me stop the screen, and the other one was.
Did you know women prefer Old
Okay, I'm so
Spice for
sorry,
them
just give-
men 1 bajillion
One
times more than lady
These
scented
are the
body
series
washes?
of ads, okay? I'm so sorry that it's
Did you
still
know that I'm
continuing.
riding this horse backwards?
Okay, and the other one is, here we go, and this is about, I think this link is about the Mac and the PC ad. Okay, so here we go.
Hello, I'm a Mac, and I.
1 second, is it you are able to see? Naina?
No, ma'am.
Okay, one second. I'll just see what are the things that I need to do. One second. One second. Now you will be able to see this. But this one is a very long one. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. In case you have time, and at your convenience, you can see wherever.
I'm a PC.
One second. You are able to see this now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We use a lot of the same kinds of programs.
Yeah, like Microsoft Office.
But we retain a lot of what makes us us.
But you should see what this guy can do with a spreadsheet. It's insane.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, and he knows that I'm better at life stuff, like music, pictures, movies, stuff like that.
Whoa, what exactly do you mean by better?
By better, I mean making a website or photo book is easy for me, and for you, it's not.
Oh, that kind of better.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the other kind.
What other kind? Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
Oh, hey, iPod. Nice.
Yeah, it's just a little something to hold my slow jams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it works so seamlessly with iTunes.
You should check out iMovie, iPhoto, iWeb, because they all work like iTunes. iLife. Comes on every Mac.
iLife. Well, I have some very cool apps that are bundled with me.
Well, like, what do you got?
Calculator,
That's cool. Anything else?
clock.
Sounds like hours of fun.
Yeah.
Or at least minutes. Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC. We've got a little network going here, and it was very easy to set up.
We speak each other's language.
We share our internet connection and all sorts of things we do together. Who's this now? What's...
Oh, this is that new digital camera from Japan. Just came out.
Hajimemashite.
はじめまして。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Wait. You speak her language?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everything just kind of works with a Mac. Arigato.
ねえねえねえ、
Yeah.
誰あんたさ、オタクっぽくない？
So?
Buongiorno. Hello.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
Hello. I'm a PC.
We have a lot in common these days.
We both run Microsoft Office. We share files. It's great. We just get along.
PC. Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm a PC.
Okay, we're past that. We moved beyond that.
Yeah, I had to restart there. You know how it is.
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, what? Macs don't have to...
Had him and we lost him. I'm gonna go get IT. Keep an eye on him.
See how silently Mac is making fun of
Hello,
that
I'm
PC?
a Mac.
And I'm a PC. What are you reading?
Just the Wall Street Journal. It's nothing. Oh, no. A PC? You know what?
Oh, it's a review of you.
Don't read it.
Oh, it's from Walt Mossberg, one of the most respected technology experts on the planet. Apparently, you're the finest desktop PC on the market at any price. Very nice.
It's just one man's opinion.
I actually got a great review this morning, too.
Oh,
and they said
congratulations.
I was awesome.
Good for you.
And so we're the same.
Yeah,
It's the same.
what was that in?
The awesome computer review weekly journal.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
Ready to get started?
Well, not quite. Got a lot to do. What's your big plan?
I might make a home movie or maybe create a website, try out my built-in camera. I can do it all right out of the box, so what about you?
Well, first I got to download those new drivers, and I got to erase the trial software that came on my hard drive.
Sweet.
And I've got a lot of manuals to read.
You know, it sounds like you have a lot of stuff to do before you do any stuff, so I'm just gonna get started because I'm kind of excited. Let me know when you're ready.
Actually, the rest of me's in some other boxes, so I'll meet up with you later.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
And I'm a PC too.
And I... What?
Yeah, see, now you can run Mac OS 10 or Windows on a Mac. So in a way, I'm kind of like the only computer you'll ever need.
Wow. Touche.
No, I don't think you're using that right.
Touche.
No, listen, see, you can only say touche if you make a point and I make a counterpoint. You see, so I said I run Windows, but you haven't made a point yet. Let's try it again. You can get a Mac and still run all your Windows stuff.
Touche.
So you understood? The format
Hello,
of
I'm a
the...
Mac.
And
One
I'm
second,
PC.
one
I'm
second.
gonna
Let
do
me
fun
stop
stuff
this
like
because it
movies,
will
music,
keep on going
podcasts, stuff
otherwise.
like that.
So basically the format of the advertisement was competitive but also playful and funny. So importantly, Apple came across as a good guy. Okay, always telling PC not to be so hard, not to be so formal, and what's more, the ad got people to pay attention and care about the boring part of the computers. Okay, and Apple secured their fate with the younger generation who were already the way of dressing up also. You may see that the PC was so formally dressed, coat and tie and all, and Apple was cool, in jeans and tees. Okay, so that also creates an impact. were already aware of the brand through the younger generations. They knew that it is going to be more cool, not and less formal and less rigid. Got it? And by that time 2010 tak to they were already had come up with iPod and iTunes. So after the first few commercials, these Apple Macs and PC, Mac uska sale was increased by around 12%, and by the last quarter of 2009 Apple had sold a record breaking 1 lakh 1 crore 16 lakh Macs, I think, whatever the figure is, I don't remember, but it was a record breaking thing. So all these advertisement, they played a lot of role. हम लोगों ने newspaper में देखा था, newspaper में there used to be only pictures of these two people, but then they came up with all these types of integrated marketing for television, for online and other platforms as well. So it had an impact. So this is called integrated marketing communication. Okay, so now with this note I am going to end today's lecture. You all have a wonderful day and be creative. Get into that creative shoes, because it is very important for you to think out of the box. How you will, as a brand manager, be able to make a difference to your brand. It is all about, if you are a brand manager and you come up with something very different or unique and it hits with the people, even a small company can become a big company, or you can say it can just make an impact in the life of each and every one. Ola, Uber and all. Uber का क्या था tagline, you remember? इसे अपनी ही गाड़ी समझो. This was the tagline with which they came up. So it's not difficult, but at the same time you have to wear your thinking hats. What type of things will work with the people, with the consumers. All right. Chalo, all the best for today, and you all have fun. Bye bye.